Each and every one of you will now witness the thoughts of two burglars found at the same crime scene and have been captured and separated by the police to avoid cooperation between them. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Depends on what Roger is doing. If he is strong and remains silent, it's better for me to confess. This way I won't have to spend a minute more in here. But unfortunately, he will have to rot in prison for 10 years. If, on the other hand, I choose to remain silent too, then we'll both have to spend 1 year in prison. But what if he confesses and I don't? Then I will have to spend the next 10 years of my life in here, while he will be out having the time of his life. Oh no, I don't trust Roger. It's better for me to confess. This way I will either go free if he remains silent, or spend 7 years in prison if he confesses too. 7 is better than 10 anyway, isn't it? I confess. No, I just can't deceive George like this and punish him with 10 years of prison for being loyal as a partner. I know it is better if we both remain silent and spend 1 year in prison each, but it was his idea to steal that ridiculous piece of art, so should I confess? Oh, I wish I wouldn't have to spend a minute more in here. If I confess, the worst that can happen is for him to confess too. And then we'll both have to spend 7 years in prison. That's it. Where's the officer? I'm confessing. It was in 1992 when Albert Tucker formalized this canonical example called the prisoner's dilemma analyzed in game theory. In the prisoner's dilemma, there is a conflict whereby two rational persons are called upon to handle and decide on what is in their best interest as individuals and as a unit. Rational considerations, though, will lead to the worst-case scenario, as already proven. In the prisoner's dilemma, both burglars know that it is optimal for both of them to remain silent, but they decide to confess in an attempt to optimize their case, given the other prisoner's decision. The prisoner's dilemma proves with mathematical accuracy that people will end up betraying each other without actually realizing that they are doing harm to themselves and to the group. Consider the example of nuclear deterrence. It is better if everyone cooperates in avoid of risk and expense of maintaining giant nuclear stockpiles. But logic led us to a world with thousands of weapons at the ready. There are several other examples where the prisoner's dilemma and the alternative prisoner's dilemma are applied, but the question still remains. If Roger remained silent and didn't betray his partner, would George do the same? Does it pay to be nice? Thank you.